Now all we gotta do is hit this, bam, offline, and off we go. Oh, it doesn't really want to go up, does it? I'm trying to get it to go up, but I don't think it's wanting to listen. Oh well, we'll resume.
Hi, I'm Raul. How many people do
Hi,
we have today for
Raul. Just the one.
One player. Great. Okay. Fantastic. Fine line.
Got it?
All over it.
30
Oh
seconds.
yeah, I know.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in baboon.
20 seconds.
Oh, 20 seconds. Okay, look, listen. Here's the directions. When a question pops up, you gotta buzz in. Then you pick your answer on the screen and hit the right number on the keyboard. Got it? It is easy. See you on the other side.
Yep.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, hello.
Hi,
This is You
Cookie.
Don't Know Jack. I'm Cookie, and you're pathetic. Playing by yourself? Go read a book. Oh, all right, whatever. Ah, the game of solitaire. That's okay. I'm here alone, too. So let's get it on.
Be careful.
I need a category.
Oh, baby, you're the only one.
This one's called Light Up the Stage and Wax a Chump Like a Candle. And you pocket
Vanilla
$2,000
Ice Ice
if you
Baby?
get this one. Heads up, here it comes. Dr. Dre spun records for NWA. What would Dr. Dreidel spin? A pinwheel, a top, a globe, or a coin?
Oh, just can't do anything right, can you?
It's a top, isn't it?
Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. A dreidel is a top that's part of the Hanukkah celebration. And a Dr. Dre slams you with the lyrical devastation. Okay, I need a category.
I mean,
Here we have, I'm as pure as driven snow. My agent's a tramp. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this.
all right, let's
Who
do
of the
it.
following is not known for declaring her virginity to the press? Brooke Shields, Uma Thurman, Juliana Hatfield, or Kennedy? Nope, her LA radio name was the Virgin Kennedy. Wait, isn't that an oxymoron? Bet you wish you'd pick this. Uma Thurman hasn't debriefed the press on her virginity, so it's still all up in the air. Of course, she and Ethan Hawke had a baby, and Ethan Hawke counts, right? Category, please.
Son, you best be out of town before I count to 3.
Shake hands with. Do not pass a go-go. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Monopoly's a fun game, but everyone's in it for themselves. Help me out with an idea for a different game. What's the best name for a Parker Brothers game in which the players join forces in order to run all the utilities on the board? Hostile Takeover, Flagship,
I believe that'd be
Consortium, or
Consortium.
Consortium, the exciting game where you form associations with other corporations to engage in joint ventures. But don't talk about it with anybody outside of the game. That'd be insider trading, and that get out of jail free only works once.
Ooh.
Okay, pick a category.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for
For your enjoyment, put them together. You can't resist. I'm giving out $3 grand for a right answer. Hey, remember the McDLT sandwich from McDonald's? When the two sides of a McDLT are put together, the hot side heats up the lettuce and tomato, but the cool side does nothing to the burger. What scientific principle is demonstrated? The kinetic theory of gases, the second law of thermodynamics, the photovoltaic effect, or Boyle's law?
I'm going to guess 2. I could be wrong on
The
that.
second law of thermodynamics says that with two bodies of differing temperature, heat will flow from the warmer body to the cooler one. The third law of thermodynamics says something about grease soaking through the bottom of the bag. All right, hit me. Let's see what we got going. This question's censored for your protection. Looks like this one's
All
going
right,
for
let's see if we
$1,000
can
bucks.
keep
You
going
know what?
here.
I'm not gonna do this question. I've got something to say here. You know,
Cookie, read the question.
no, I
Oh,
want to
hey,
tell him.
Schmitty.
Shut up, Cookie.
But I have a right to say.
Cookie!
All right. Which constitutional amendment has Schmitty just denied me? First, second, third, or eighth? First Amendment, freedom of speech, press, religion, and all that malarkey.
Yep.
I love you, Cookie.
Don't say that.
Why not? The Constitution says I can. I love Cookie.
Man, I can't wait till this is yours.
Nope, don't think so. I
Okay,
didn't
I need a
age well.
category. Well, what do we have here? Moravian water! Stat! This one's worth $1 grand. Hey, listen up. Imagine you're gonna be a guest star on ER. According to the script, Dr. Green tells you that you have syphilis, you're gonna go crazy and die, then he gives you a shot of morphine and you go home. So, what's the prognosis? You have syphilis, you're going to get a shot of morphine, you're going to go crazy and die, or you're going to be on ER. That's your diagnosis. Man, I hate it when people mix those two up. I'm glad you're sick.
How dare you?
Let's take a look at the right answer. A prognosis is the prediction of the course and outcome of a disease. So you're gonna go crazy and die, but at least you had fun contracting syphilis. I need a category.
Come on, baby needs an 8. 7! Ah, crap.
The category, Mom is my cape in the wash. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Think fast. If there were a superhero called Neoteny Man, which of the following would he most likely hear from his mom?
Who are these hooligans you call friends? Isn't it time you grew up? When are you going to get a real job?
Or,
Why don't you have a girlfriend?
Neoteny. Neil is new. 10 new? Yeah, this is not helping me any.
the correct answer is... Neoteny is when animals mature without losing their larval characteristics, like when a salamander keeps its gills. Or in Neoteny Man's case, when he refuses to go to bed without his nightlight.
Mom, it's too dark in here. I need Mr. Blinky.
All right, hit me. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime
Gibberish
Store.
question?
It's time for a little business fun.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Someone got up on the right side of bed. I'd say $5,000 sounds like a good place to start this gibberish question. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, check this out and see if you can tell me what it rhymes with. New day, bliss applied. And don't get tripped up by the punctuation. First clue, it's set at a wedding. Is it what the hell am I doing? It's set at a wedding at the end of the ceremony. Talk to me, type in your...
Yeah, there you go.
Whenever I hear you may kiss the bride at weddings, I always make sure to run up and lay a big wet one on her. I don't get invited to a lot of weddings.
And you wonder why.
Category, please. say hello to Rudolph the Touchy Giuliani. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, do you find people from New York pushy about their space? Suppose New York makes the "Don't freaking touch me" state their motto. Because it does not border on New York, which state could comply with its demand? Rhode Island, the really tiny state, New Jersey, the not just a suburb state, Connecticut, the learn to spell me state, or Vermont, the cows don't vote state? Rhode Island doesn't border New York.
Nope, in fact it borders Connecticut.
Which is good, because if Rhode Island pissed off New York could kick its ass with Staten Island tied behind its back.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, pick a category.
1, 2.
Now serving epic and heroic movements. $1,000 if you get it. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Suppose Homer followed up his great stories, the Odyssey and the Iliad, with a book entitled The Odyssey Through the Ilium. What would that story most likely be about? A plane's venture through the sound barrier, a fish egg's trip through the birth canal, a hero's travels through an underwater tunnel, or a solid waste journey through the intestines?
I'm thinking it's 4.
The ileum is a part of the intestines, just before the colon. It's a long story, but it passes really quickly if you just sit down, relax, and think about how proud you'll make your mommy when you're all done. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you.
Yeah, let's see if we can try to get a little bit higher here.
So we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. I need a category. Coming at you, snail tracks. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Okay, let's say you and your partner decide to try something a little adventurous. Which piece of acrobatic athletic equipment would you and your partner need to recreate the lovemaking techniques of slugs? An airboard, a bungee cord, a surfboard, or a trampoline?
I don't know. Why do I get a feeling the answer is a bungee cord?
See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. After circling each other to form a slimy trail, both sluggy partners shoot out a jet of slime and mate while suspended in midair.
Oh my
Sex on the
God.
bungee cord. Would that be bungee humping? Okay, I need a category.
Flop. Boo bop. Yeah, boo.
Open
bop.
wide and get ready for flop. How does $4,000 grab you? Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If the crowd at a Hansen concert all came down with Hansen's disease, what would the concert cleanup crew be sweeping up after the show? Fingers and toes, hair and dandruff, phlegm and saliva, or pants and shirts? Hansen's disease is another name for leprosy.
Okay.
But luckily for the cleanup crew, everyone wants a piece of Hansen. Category, please. Well, looks like this category is You Go Girl. This one can net you $6,000. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. Which of the following is an anagram for panty liner? It ain't piney, late again, pious lint, or in lap entry? In lap entry is an anagram for panty liner.
It's the only one that had 10 letters.
But in lap exit is the reason to wear one. Okay, pick a category.
Thank you, Chef.
The selection is Only God Can Help You Now. How does $2,000 sound? Just step up and take a swing at this one. Which mythical god would you least likely find singing If I Had a Hammer? Athena, Zeus, Mercury, or Thor?
Because he has one?
Norse god Thor carries a big hammer, so he probably wouldn't pine for one.
There you go.
In fact, I bet if anyone starts singing that song around him, he just starts wailing on him. Yeah. All right, hit me.
Check out my new shouting calculator. 3 times 5 equals...
15.
This one likes to go by. Nick can't see at night. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. Considering his favorite snack is high in vitamin A, which of these cartoon characters probably has...
what's up,
Bugs
Doc?
Bunny eats carrots, and carrots are high in vitamin A, which helps improve night vision. Or he could just eat some Bugs Bunny vitamins and eat himself. Category, please. Hey, all right. Guess what
Dis
you
or
just
Dat?
picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat question is, I have a BS in peace. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 areas of study, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a Nobel Prize category or an otherwise useless college major. If it's an area of study that can win you a Nobel Prize, press 1. If it's just another useless college major, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4. $1,000 for each correct answer, and I'll take 1,000 away for a wrong answer or for one you didn't get to. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Drama, Nobel Prize or useless college major. Literature. French literature. Physics. Econ. Chemistry. This is it. That's all she wrote. What can I say? 7 out of 7. I got nothing to criticize here. Feel good? I hope so, cuz we still got more Jack. I need a category. The category is, actually, a stick couldn't break my bones. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Put it in gear.
Hopefully you got
'cause
enough
here we
calcium.
go. People have probably called you numbnuts and dingbat before, but if someone called you a numbbat, what would be an appropriate response? Well, then come and suck my live wires. I do not eat ants in Australia. Yeah, well, you're a type of wrench too. Or, I am not obsessed with nougat. A numbat is an Australian marsupial anteater.
Oh, sweet.
They're sort of the same as American marsupial anteaters, except they say throw another ant on the Barbie, and then they go dingo hunting.
Because in
Okay, pick a
Australia,
category.
dingoes eat babies. It is a fact.
Okay, give it up
Especially
for Paul Simon's
if they're related to
Alias.
Meryl
Get it right,
Streep.
I'm handing over 2K. Let's rock. If Paul Simon's song You Can Call Me Al were actually You Can Call Me Al Dente, what lyric would follow If You Be My Bodyguard? I will be your firmly cooked pasta. I will be your Nation of Islam
You will be
leader. I will
firmly
be your
cooked
Latin.
pasta.
Al dente is a term to describe pasta that's been cooked to a firm consistency and offers resistance when chewed. And considering most guys' reaction when being chewed, you could call just about any of us al dente. Okay, I need a category. And I believe this one's called Rock-a-Bye-Bye, Baby. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Okay, let's imagine this. You're vacationing in London and you overhear a British couple talking about putting their baby in a bonnet or some boots. What can you assume the British couple is going to do? Are they going to lock the baby in a jail cell, stash the baby in the trunk or hood of a car, eat the baby, or dress the baby like a nun? The British call the hood of a car the bonnet and the trunk the boot. Well, I'm sure that in Britain the roads get slick in the winter and you gotta put something in the trunk to add some weight.
Wow.
All right, hit me. May I introduce When Talk Shows Attack? $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, remember how in Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Books that kid Mowgli grows up in the wild? Boy, that's gonna mess a person up, huh? If Mowgli from the Jungle Books went on the Jerry Springer show to complain about his mom, what would be the show's title? I'm half chicken, half dog? My mom's a slimy snake? I was raised by a wolf? Or my mother's a Siberian tiger?
I was raised by a wolf.
Mowgli was raised by Mother Wolf. He's also coming back for the show I'm So Messed Up, I Sing Show Tunes with Monkeys and Bears. Okay, pick a category.
Jack attack time?
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. You get it right, you get $2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of $2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. You have to try eating the... I've never tried the before. I'll have to do that. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Boston Baked Beans, so San Francisco sourdough. Yep, that makes sense. Kentucky fried chicken. So it's place and then food. Milwaukee beer, maybe? Chicago pizza, yeah. One more blade crab, sure. Georgia. Peach. All right.
Well, slap my face and call me sugar. Let's see how you jack your final score. That's the game.
Yeah, that's a good note in there.
Blair, I couldn't have done a better job myself. But then, I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, Blair, and I don't say this to just everybody.
You don't know Jack!
Congratulations.
Hello.
The high score. Imagine how great you'd feel if you had actually beaten the pants off somebody else. Maybe you'd like to play again. Let me know.
Last week saved the sponge rally.
Maybe I should get another swastika tattoo.
A tattoo's not gonna do anything.
Alright, this concludes You Don't Know Jack Offline. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Stick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, it's time to rate.